Does anybody have a favorite craft, or are they artistic in any way? Some people might be good at drawing or painting. I am not. I'm actually the worst, which is funny because origami has actually become my favorite craft of all time. I'll be demonstrating how to make an origami fish with just one item and 4 steps. I'm credible to talk to you about this because I've been doing origami since I've been in high school, so about 5 or 6 years now. And your reason to listen is not only that you'll learn a new trade, but you'll also be happier because I find that origami is very therapeutic and can help during stressful times to just relax. So like I said, we'll go over the item and we'll go over our steps. The item that you'll be needing, now that I've told you what you will be making is an origami fish, let's get started with the item required, and it's just one, which is another reason why I love origami, is that it's very inexpensive and easy to do. I have the origami rainbow book. It doesn't matter what color. Specifically, this paper is special because it's very thin and it's different colors on either side. It doesn't need to be. And this is 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, so perfect square. And now that I've told you what you will need to make an origami fish, let's discuss the steps. So there's 4 steps. Step 1 is to prepare the folds, which is arguably the most important part of origami. You'll make the body next in step 2. Step 3 is making the tail, and then our 4th and final step is making the face. So I'll get started. This is the finished product that I'll be making. It doesn't matter what color. I'll rip one page out. So with origami, it's very important that when you make your creases, you make them nice and firm. So I'll be going over it a couple times just to make sure that it's nice and folded. We'll be starting, I don't know if you call this hot dog or hamburger, but I like to call it the hamburger fold. And you'll just fold it in 4 evenly spaced squares just like that, but it's never just that easy. So we'll do it once more, and you'll take the outside and fold it inwards. And I said this kind of makes it look more like a door, because you're going to do it on each side, just like this. So it kind of looks like a little door that you're going to be opening. So you have 8 rectangle shapes right here, and we're going to fold it in half once more, just the same way that we did before, just now making 16 little tiny squares instead. And I'll unfold it each time too, so it doesn't overlap on anything. And we're almost done with step 1. I know there's a lot of steps in step 1. And then we're just going to be making an X. So I have 16 squares here, and I'm going to fold it like a triangle each way so that it forms an X. So I'll do that. And then you do the same exact thing on the other side, like so. All right, this is considered step 1 is complete. So this is what you'll be looking like at the end of step 1. All your creases nicely folded. And now we move on to step 2, which is making the body. So you're gonna fold it in half like that door shape I mentioned earlier. So it looks like this, and you're gonna leave it vertical like this instead of horizontal, if that makes sense. And then this is arguably the most difficult part, but you're gonna tuck your fingers on the inside right here and just fold it in on itself, making sure that you create mini triangles. And I found that it's easier if we cheat and just make the folds a little bit ahead of time. That way when you fold it down, it's nice and flush, and it doesn't have to look perfect. And you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. So there's a lot of symmetry in origami, as you'll learn if you continue to do it. So it looks like, I say this kind of looks like a pair of lips, and that's what you'll have. And as we start step 3, you take your pair of lips and keep it horizontal like this. And then you're just gonna fold and make a little triangle here. And this is making of the tail. So you're gonna start like that, and then you're gonna take the corner that's sitting right here, and you're gonna fold it so it matches the center. And then you're gonna fold that on the outside so it kind of creates a little flap here, and you're gonna leave it just like that and do the same thing on this side. You're gonna take this outer corner and overlay it on the inside and flap this over. So it kind of is starting to look like a fish. We have our tail now. So completed step 3. And the 4th and final step is easy. You're just gonna make a point, an arrow, or a triangle, whatever you'd like to name it, and just go like this, folding on each side here. And you're gonna leave these flaps because once you flip it over, those are gonna be your little fins. So you have a completed origami little fish and a fish friend for that one. So now that I've told you the steps involved in making an origami fish, let's wrap up our discussion. So as I said, this can be very therapeutic, and I hope that maybe if you're like me in any way and you're not good at drawing or painting or any other artistic abilities, that you'll pick up origami. We went over that it just takes one item. It's just origami paper, very inexpensive and easy, and all it takes is 4 steps that I already went over with you. So the next time you find yourself in a stressful situation, maybe consider picking up origami.